Disclaimer, I do not own any rights to any content, videos, research, music, unless it is of my own creation. Everything is for entertainment and commentary purposes. All information is of my own opinion or are alleged until factual evidence has been presented. Cue the music. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of All Things CC. Here is my take. This is episode 14, I believe, and it is Monday evening. I hope everybody had a great Monday and a great weekend, just like I did. But before we get off into all the good teas and everything like that, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help continue to make my subscribers rise. I am at 105 right now, you guys, and I'm excited about it. Let's keep it going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the topics on the discussion board. So on today's discussion board, we have Jason Durelo, Usher, Jay-Z, and Apple Watts. And on the credit board is Unwind with Tasha K and The Breakfast Club. I decided to do this one as well because I want to give the content creators their credit on snippets and everything like that. So if you are a content creator and you are on my credit board and you wish for me not to comment or react to your commentary content, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to give you your credit because I would want you to do the same for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys. So first on the discussion board is, like I said, Jason Durelo. And y'all, I don't think I've ever really made any type of video or anything like that regarding Jason Durelo because I never really quite got into his music or anything like that. Like, I like the song that he has with Nicki Minaj, but other than that, I haven't really gravitated to his music like that. He has never really been someone that I can say, ooh, that's gonna be on my playlist. But anywho, I am going to react to him today because there has been some serious allegations going on in regards to Mr. Jason Durelo, okay? And it is in regards to an up-and-coming, inspired artist, singer, what have you, who he has signed to his label, which I never knew they even had a label, but signed to his label. But in the midst of her signing to his label, she is alleging that Mr. Durelo has been harassing her sexually and pretty much telling her, in order for you to be on my label, you have to engage with me in sexual activities. Now, this young lady name is Imaza Gibson, and her and Durelo have been knowing each other since August 2021. And she made a claim that was very, very detailed about the allegations, and I'm going to read a little bit for you guys so you guys get a little understanding of what it is that she's talking about, because these are some serious allegations, you guys. And as soon as she put out these allegations, Mr. Durelo decided that he wanted to make a cameo to clear his name, and I will be playing that after I finish discussing some of the allegations that Miss Gibson has been putting out there. Now, according to Miss Gibson, she said that she is traumatized and dealt with a lot of unsafe work conditions. I'm not sure exactly what all the unsafe work conditions is besides the allegations, but anywho, let's keep going. So according to the claims by Miss Gibson, Durelo, after working together for a while, Durelo started making advances in sexual gestures. Gibson and Durelo met back in August 2021, where there was plans to make music and make an album and so on and so forth. Gibson also claimed that Durelo would ask her to go out to have drinks, but she would decline because she wanted to keep everything professional between them two. And then after a while, he would start bringing the alcohol and the liquor and stuff to the studio, which started to really make Miss Gibson feel even more uncomfortable. So that's just some of the allegations, you guys. I was like, oh, okay. We got another one of these situations here. This is kind of like a R. Kelly-ish type situation going on here. I don't know what to make of this, but as always, everything that's on this channel, this podcast, is all alleged, and Durelo is innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not going to make a quick judgment because it's her against him, and she's the only one that has really came out with a detailed description. He has yet to come out with his full side of the story, besides the little snippet that I'm about to get ready to play for you guys right now.
Comment, but these claims are completely false and hurtful. I stand against all forms of harassment, and I remain supportive of anybody following their dreams. I've always strived to live my life in a positively impactful way, and that's why I sit here before you deeply offended by these defamatory claims. God bless.
Now, y'all know it did not take me too long for me to go ahead and change my mind just a little bit, because after looking at that video response from Jason, you can tell that shit was scripted. You can tell that he was scared. You can tell, you can see it on his eyes and everything. He looked like he wanted to fucking cry because he didn't think that it would get this far. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of backtrack and retract my previous statement, because it's like, nah, man, you guilty. You are guilty. And it's sad. Yeah, the way that he is sitting, his body language, everything seems off. Everything seems unauthentic. Everything seems like the powers that be got to his ass and told him, you better hurry up and sit your ass down, and you better deny all this shit. Because they probably know that he actually did it. So now he got to try to save face. And it's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for him at all. Now, I don't know what's going to transpire with all of this, but I'm definitely going to keep up to date with the updates and all that stuff, because I really want to know what the outcome is going to be regarding this. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get on into the next person on the discussion board, and it is no one other than Jay-Z. Jay-Z, yes, he is also another person who I really don't comment on or discuss, but because this interview that he did on Kevin's Hart little podcast called Heart to Heart, which he did months ago, but now all of a sudden it's starting to resurface again. And he was talking about, loaning people money, loaning family members money, and why he would not loan, a family member $4,800 or whatever the case may be. So a lot of people got up in arms and said, you're a billionaire. How come you not gonna give your people $4,800? It's not like you gonna miss it or what have you. Let me tell y'all something. Just because somebody has a nice amount of money does not mean that they have to always give it to family members or friends just because they claim they have a good idea, especially when they're a habitual person who just constantly always have their hand out asking for money, but they don't have shit to show for it. I absolutely agree with him 1,000%. I'm not gonna give you no money, especially if I know that you be on bullshit a lot. I'm not giving you no money. I don't care how much I have. I also think that people kind of like took what he said and ran with it. Like if you really listen to the full clip, he was just pretty much saying, somebody might come up to you and say, if you just give me this amount of money, I could turn that into $2 million or what have you. And he just like, it just don't work like that. It don't work. Life don't work like that. It's not just an automatic abracadabra. Your $4,800 is going to turn into $2 million. No. If Jay-Z is very, very confident in what you're trying to sell him, what you're trying to pitch to him, he most likely will invest. But if he know you as a family member, that you are the one that always asking for a nice amount of money because you got this new invention that you're trying to get off the ground and you still ain't got nothing to show for it, I agree with him. I'm not giving your ass shit. Absolutely not. My generosity to you has ended. I'm done. But let's go ahead and take a look at this clip from the Breakfast Club of him talking about the money situation. And, let's get a better understanding of what the man was actually trying to say. Because I don't think he was trying to be selfish or sound selfish.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It is the Breakfast Club, and we are talking about Jay-Z's sit down with Kevin Hart on Heart to Heart, and he was talking about money and relationships. Listen to this.
So there you have it. And I agree. Again, it don't always come off as that easy, especially if you are somebody who is not business minded, who does not take business serious, who, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a overnight success like that. You have to work very, very hard to get to that $2 million from $4,800. Okay. So I agree. He does not have to give money if he does not want to give money, especially if he know that it's majority of the time he know it's going to just end up being a waste. That person is not going to do what they claim that they're going to do. So I know some of y'all probably be like, nah, he wrong. He got the money. He should be able to give it. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, I beg to differ. That's okay. We're going to agree to disagree. Now let's go ahead and get into the next topic. Usher is about to be performing at the Super Bowl. Y'all, I cannot wait until this happens because I know he is going to put on a show just like he has been putting on a show at his residency in Vegas for the last, 2 years? Oh, it's on the popping. I believe that this year and years prior has been the year of Usher. No doubt, no questions asked. He has finally gotten to a place in a position to where you cannot include him in your top 5 R&B. There's no way that you cannot include him in your top 5. That man has been consistent. His voice still the same. He still move the same. He still look the same. He still give that sex appeal. Like he still does all that. And I'm not even going to go into, his medical history, his personal medical. I know some of y'all, that would be the first thing that y'all will make jokes of and talk about. Oh, he got herpes. He got this. He got that. Listen, it does not take away from the fact that he is a legend, that he is one of the ones that will, he one of them ones that'll make you drop your panties. Yeah, he is the one. Yes. So I'm excited about the Super Bowl, and I know it's going to be one of the best Super Bowls ever. Like, it's not often that I get to really enjoy a Super Bowl, and it's not often that I have, my favorites. I could probably count on one hand my all-time favorite halftime Super Bowl performances. And let me just tell y'all something. It's not many, okay? It's not many at all. So I cannot wait for this. I know he's going to give us everything. The skating, like he's going to give us everything. Now, I really hope and pray that he performs all the upbeat songs. Like, he has a lot of hits, but he needs to play nothing but upbeat pop dance songs. That's it. We don't need no slow songs. We don't need no confessions. We don't need no let it burn. We don't need those type of songs for this Super Bowl. We need all the energetic. We need all the energized music. Because that's the only way that I'm going to be tuned in, and that's going to be the only way that majority of us is going to be tuned in. It gotta stay entertaining. It can't be boring. It can't be boring. So, yeah, I'm just excited about this performance. So happy, because I know that I was having a hard time dealing with personal issues, and I was able to save up my money to go see him in Vegas. So this is the next best thing for me, and I am excited. And yeah, so with that being said, let's get on to the last person on the discussion board. Okay, so the last person on the discussion board is Apple Watts. Some of y'all might know her, some of y'all might not know her. She used to play, or she used to be on Love and Hip Hop, and she also used to be a dancer. And I didn't know too much about her even back then, but fast forward to maybe like during the pandemic or what have you, she ended up getting into a really, really bad car accident that caused her to be in a coma for 3 months. And when she woke up, she had to relearn herself all over again, learn how to walk, learn how to talk, learn how to use her limbs and things of that nature. And I have been following her progress, and she recently did an interview with Tasha K, Unwind with Tasha K. And I'm going to play a little clip from that. And yeah, it was really a good interview. And I'm gonna say this all the time. I may not be a real fan of Tasha K, but I will give credit where credit is due. That woman knows how to get the interviews. That woman knows how to entertain. Even in the midst of all her personal drama, she knows how to keep people entertained and know how to get the interviews that some of these actual, top blogs and stuff can't get to. She's right on the money with that. Like, she has a calling for this. This is her niche. This is what she does, and I have no choice but to respect that. Now, a lot of stuff I may not agree with what she's saying, but I applaud her, and I continue to pray that she continue to do her best and continue to do what she do. But I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip from the interview, and then I'm gonna come back with my commentary.
You've gone through a lot. You recently were in a car, like a really, really bad car accident in 2022. I believe it was in March, correct?
Yeah, March 2nd.
Okay. Yeah, it was like right before my daughter's birthday. My
son's birthday was the next day.
So if you don't mind telling me, like, what happened? I mean, I know we can't, like, because these things are kind of like what God has, we can't question. But what happened?
Well, what happened, I came to LA because my son's birthday was the next day, and I came to LA to work. And then after that, I ended up driving back to the Vegas the same night, and then I fell asleep at the wheel, and I guess it crashed into a truck. The truck that have other cars?
Yeah.
I crashed into that truck, and my car flew out the road, and I flew out the window, and it burned up.
Okay, so that was a snippet from the interview. If you guys want to check out the full interview, then go on over to Unwind with Tasha K. It was really, really a good interview, and I'm happy that Tasha was able to, finally get a hold of her and really give her the floor and the opportunity to really tell her story. Because, like I said, I have been following her, but I've also realized when she was doing interviews that these people or interviewers were not giving her the proper amount of time that, I felt like she deserved to tell her story. So I'm happy that Tasha K was able to finally do this for her, and just give her the recognition that she deserves. And I want to talk about the rest of the interview, but I don't want to spoil it for the rest of you guys. But I will say is I feel like Mona Scott did miss a good opportunity to help her out and to get her back on TV to document her recovery process. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So yeah, very good interview indeed. But you guys, I'm about to get ready to close out this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this. As always, if you have a comment, put it down in the comment section. Make sure that it is very respectful. If there's some topics that you want me to follow, then just put it down in the comment section, and I will do my best to get to them and report on those things for you guys. So I will chat up with you guys on the next episode. Y'all have a good night. Bye.